Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tuesday evening special here in the Stallion Cup season number 6. For tonight, we are still here at the AYSN Sports Center here in Domingo, San Juan City for two games which will feature our first game, Traverse Asia versus Anthem Metroshen, and of course our finale later on. That one Kent Floors, who are trying to bounce back from that 1-point loss against Sean McDavid, and they're going up against the number 3 team, Push.ph. Let's talk about our match at hand first. Traverse Asia versus Anthem Metroshen. Paul Santos not available for Traverse Asia as they try to bounce back here today from that 11-point loss. Para naman sa Anthem Metroshen, what a great game coming from Trey Chua, coming up with 24 points and 10 rebounds, double-double performance as they try to go on a winning streak here in our first game. Of course, Justin Almeida here on the broadcast, and I will also be joined by a special guest later. So let's not wait any further. Let's send it over to our game announcer to announce the starting five. It's gonna be Ladies and gentlemen, we're just a few moments away from tip-off our first game, Anthem Metroshen versus Traverse Asia. And Traverse Asia, of course, trying to come back or trying to avenge themselves from their previous game, going up against in that 11-point loss, 88-99. Of course, Carl Santos wasn't available in their last game, but he is here today. Para naman sa kabila, you have Anthem Metroshen against Studio 300. They won 72-66, beating the undefeated team. And of course, papakilala na natin ang ating special guest for today, Yobs, joining me here in the sidelines. And Yobs, it is my first time to work with you. It's a pleasure. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to be back, of course. Hopefully, magiging masaya itong game na to. Of course, these two teams talaga, magkakaibigan lahat yan. Of course, pero pag sa court talaga, nakita mo, magkukompete yan.
No friends on the court, no? Pero, you said that marami kang mga ka-close sa teams na to. So, unahin muna natin itong Anthem Metroshen. What can you say about this team heading into this ball game?
Actually, balance naman sila. Of course, for this game, I think kulang sila ng first pick nila na si Jedrick Lim. Jedrick Lim, I think, won't be playing tonight. So, wala silang second leading scorer nila and first leading rebounder. So, I think the other teammates should step up.
Well, in their last game, they beat Studio 300. They gave them their first loss. Jedrick Lim also wasn't in that ball game, and they're missing an automatic double-double. But someone stepped up for them. It was Trey Chua. Trey Chua had 24 points and 10 rebounds in the game na yun against Studio 300. So for this game, they're gonna need to do that. Someone else is gonna have to step up for Anthem Metroshen. So para naman sa kabila, Traverse Asia, what do you think is their yung recipe nila for success here today if they want to get a win against the blue team?
Of course, kailangan balance attack sila. As I was looking at the stats a while ago, 4 players in double digits scoring. So dapat continue nila yung balance scoring. Of course, leading the team will be Carl Santos.
Carl Santos naman, wala siya nung game nila, the previous game. But today, he is here, but he's coming off the bench. And so far, it is a slow start, no? Para sa Traverse Asia as they're trailing here by 5 points. That was Jed Kotoko going for a 3-point shot, missing from the right side of the wing. Lipio giving it to Basa. Basa swings it around to Jude Fernandez. Jude missing that shot, but once again, ito talaga yung strength ng Traverse Asia, yung rebounding. Nice assist coming from Kotoko to Trey Chua.
Trey Chua starting where he left off in the last game.
Maybe he might be that second scorer, with the absence of Jedrick Lim. Another fast break coming from Kotoko with the sidestep and the finish. Already with 5 points here in this ball game. So great start. Baka siya naman yung magiging spark off the bench for Anthem Metroshen.
Traverse Asia needs to come back after a missed shot. Kasi so far, tatakbuhan sila ng Metroshen.
Oo nga, parang yung transition defense nila medyo nawawala to start this game. Here also another player who usually gets double figures in rebounding. Itong si Kelvin Basa. And most of them coming from the offensive rebounding. So malaking tulong yan, Yobs, yung offensive rebounding. They give you multiple opportunities to score in one possession. However, si Kelvin missing on that on the 2 free throws, so missed opportunities here for Traverse Asia. Pag ganito, Yobs, slow start for Traverse Asia, baka yung second unit nila ang magbibigay ng momentum in the second 5 minutes of this first quarter.
Yep. As long as the first 5 keeps the scoring close, okay sila. Kasi may second 5 naman . Hopefully, yung second 5 naman mag-start strong for them.
Yung main man nga nila, no, is coming off that second five. We have the tandem of Carl Santos and Jacob Manlapas for the next unit. For the,
of course, Jack Chia.
Oo, okay.
The legendary.
Hindi natin nakita, nagsistretching sa ilalim ng court eh. So far, the score is 11-3 with 6.5 remaining in the first. So far, it has been all Anthem, Metroshen. Kotoko for another 3. That's the second triple for Jed Kotoko.
Strong start for Metroshen Anthem.
I believe on my personal count, 8 points na tong si Kotoko. 8 out of the 14. Michael Lua driving inside. Nice shovel pass to Kelvin Basa. Again, drawing the foul. He missed 2 free throws earlier. Let's see if he can make up for it in this trip to the line. Sorry, 12 points na pala si Jed.
12 of the 14 points.
Shooting 2 out of 3 from 3-point territory. Very efficient to start this game, 83% na. Basa goes 1 out of 2. Sorry, 2 out of 2. Bell bomb. Kotoko, nice pass inside. Just bulldozing his way. Bellbaum getting his first 2 points and the assist coming from who else? Pero galing kay Jed Kotoko once again. Malaking impact niya sa first 5 minutes. No? Not just scoring, but also finding an open teammate inside. Garcia with the basketball. Chua back to Garcia. With that free throw line jumper, and it's good.
Sobrang init ng Metroshen Anthem. Lahat ng binabato nila pumapasok.
And if hindi agad makapick up itong Traverse Asia, what does that mean? As we see Jude Fernandez hitting a 3-pointer. Pag napako agad sila, what will that mean for this ball game?
So of course, pag ganyan, kailangan talaga yung next 5 niyo talaga, sila yung mag-step up. Kasi of course, may mandatory 5-minute rule tayo. So, wala na magagawa yung first 5, the second 5 has to step up. The good thing is, mandatory 5-minute na tayo. So, of course, mag-change na yung lineup.
So, it's a 10-point lead here in the 5-minute mark of the first. Let's see if the second unit can make them bounce back as mukhang yung second unit ng Anthem Metroshen picking up where the first unit left off with a 3-pointer from Ivan C.
Maganda gising ng Metroshen Anthem. Lahat ng binabato talaga pumapasok. Kahit yung second 5 nila, 3 points agad yung pumasok.
Kung nagising sila ngayon, medyo late na sila nagising today. Offensive rebound and the stick back coming from number 15.
Waki Cannon.
That was Waki Cannon. Here's Carl Santos swinging it to Erwin Tan. Misses from the right side. Ivan C setting things up, giving it to Chan. I can see you shaking your head. All the shots are falling for Anthem Metroshen. Carl Santos trying to change the pace here, drawing a foul. It's not going to be a shooting foul, so sideline inbound.
Kailangan lang di malamangan ng malaki ang Traverse kasi syempre of course mahirapan silang mahabol and at the end of the day mapapagod sila makakahabol. So they have to keep it close.
Kung mapako agad sila, no? At as early as the first quarter, mawalan sila ng kumpiyansa. Bounce back as Martin Reyes adding to the total. It's now in an 18-point lead with 3.5 minutes remaining. Carl Santos answers right back with a perimeter jumper.
Hopefully yung tira na yun ni Carl Santos mag-start ng scoring ng Traverse Asia.
They're gonna have to do it on both ends of the floor. Kung palitan lang sila ng baskets, medyo lugi yung Traverse Asia on that end. They do get the stop. Santos pull up from the free throw line.
4 straight points for Carl Santos. He's heating up.
And there were 2 defenders on him. Confidence to take that shot and make it. Q gives it to Chan. Nice fake and drive inside. Rolls in and out. As Traverse Asia is running. Jack Chia gets the extra 2. We were talking about it earlier, no? Jack Chia, even though may onting mileage na, still very effective on the floor. As we're gonna take a timeout here, brought to you by Kaukai. We'll be right back after this break. We're back for the last two and a half minutes of this first quarter. You were saying, Yobs, dun off the air, no, na parang may flashbacks ka, no, with Jack Chia and si Martin Reyes.
Parang napanood ko na to sa UAAP. Ateneo and UP. Classic.
As Erwin Tan gets a rebound and an 18-point lead. Now, slowly, it's trimmed down to 10 points.
8-0 run for Traverse Asia.
Yun na nga yung sinasabi natin na hindi pwedeng mapako itong Anthem Metroshen, itong Traverse Asia, and they do answer quickly.
As you can see, sumikip na yung depensa ng Traverse Asia.
Jack Chia, once again, another fast break layup. Parang hindi umiedad din. Fast break. Ikaw ba, pag pinatakbo ka sa fast break, kayang-kaya pa?
Kaya ko lang naman tumakbo, pero hindi na ako makahabol.
Well, Santos taking matters into his own hands, drawing contact and 2 free throws. So it's already, I believe, a 10-0 run. How has Traverse Asia made this 10-0 run possible?
Actually, it started from their defense. Nung pinanood ko sila yung nalamangan sila ng 18 points, I think yung defense sila medyo maluwag. Pero when they started the run, talagang ang ganda ng defense nila, a lot of steals and a lot of fast breaks.
In their second unit, no, there's more size in this second unit with Chia and Manlapas in the ball game. Finally, Chan making a jumper. That's a jumper to end the drought for Anthem Metroshen. So it stops with a 12-2 run. Dexter Lee missing on that one dribble pull-up. Quite a difficult shot. Martin Reyes. Yan yung sinasabi mong defense, no, for Traverse Asia, really working for them.
Metroshen is now in the penalty.
Another advantage for the side of Traverse Asia, no? You get to score baskets while the time isn't running. Jack Chia makes the first free throw. So with about 4 minutes in this ball game, 7 points na agad. Ito si Jack Chia. Make that 8. Under 40 seconds remaining. 7-point lead here for Anthem Metroshen. Martin Reyes with the ball. 1-on-1 against Erwin Tan. Swings it to Ivan C. He hit one earlier. That's a miss. Carl Santos, the forward pass to Chia gets stripped by Ivan against two defenders. Bounces in and out. And Anthem Metroshen can go for the last shot here. Reyes, the pull-up three, and it's good. That will be it for the first quarter. Carl Santos with a half-court lead that doesn't go, and it's a 10-point lead to end the first quarter, 33-23 in favor of Anthem Metroshen. We'll be right back. And we're back for the start of the second quarter. The five on the floor for Anthem Metroshen. You have Coyuto, Garcia, Chua, Felbaum, and Kotoko. For Traverse Asia, you have Lipio, Jack Chia, Michael Lua, Jude Fernandez, and Kelvin Basa to complete the five for the yellow shirts. And you have Jed Kotoko back in the ballgame with 12 points in that opening first quarter. What a performance by Jed.
No, kailangan na lang lagyan ng tao si Jed. Kasi I'm sure, may hit pa rin yan.
As we said nga, no, 83% with 12 points. Anthem Metroshen forces the steal into a fast break. Chua, perimeter jumper. It's a bit too strong for Chua. Lipio looking for the contact. Doesn't get the whistle, but gets the basket to go down. And what a luxury for Traverse Asia to have a Carl Santos and an Ian Lipio, both explosive guards for the yellow shirts.
Pareho pang tumatakbo yan. Pag nagsabay yan, mahihirapan yung dumidepensa.
Most likely sa second half makita natin sabay na yung dalawa. The baseline inbound, sideline inbound for Jude Fernandez. So Yuto gets the tap. Inbound it again to Lipio. Lipio asking for the screen, rejects it. Jude couldn't handle the pass and ball going towards the other side. So far, slow start naman for this second quarter. Not much baskets yet. Lipio going all the way with the offhand finish and the end one. It's the skill level to use the offhand in traffic.
Third personal foul na pala si Benny Coyuto. So, kailangan alagaan pa niya yung foul niya kasi may 3 minutes pa siya bago mag-mandatory 5-minute rule.
If you have 3 fouls right away, it messes with your mental state how to play the game kasi naiilang ka na sa contact.
Of course. Magbabago din pati yung depensa mo.
An offensive rebound going to the hands of Nick Garcia. Yuto for 3. Mukhang narinig tayo, sabi natin may ilang siya pero on that possession, no problem. Lead is now at 8. Lipio going through the middle once again and drawing the foul.
Metroshen Anthem should take care of their fouls. Masyado mabilis sila. I think that's their third personal
Third team
fouls.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, kung hindi nila alagaan, mas mabilis sila papasok sa penalty. And of course, Travers can
they can take advantage
Yeah.
of that early penalty situation if ever. Pero at least nakita natin itong Travers Asia responding, going down as big as 18 points. No? Now they cut it down to a third. It's only a 6-point lead. Nice move coming from Felbaum inside. Spin move and the pump fake. Great patience on that offensive play. Have you had any teammates here in the side of Anthem Metroshen before sa mga liga na nasalihan mo?
Yeah, naging teammate ko na si Benny Criuto.
Oh yeah.
The coach, si Dex Kokeyeng.
Ano ba ang strength ni Benny Cuyuto when he's in the court?
Of course, big body dyan. Big body. Kaya mag-box out pa rin. Kaya mag-rebound. Of course, may 3-point shooting pa rin yan. Mid-range jumper niyan.
Pinakitaan nga tayo kanina. 3-pointer from the left wing.
Of course, the veteran experience. Ilan years na naglalaro ng basketball yan. Hindi lang dito sa Stallion Cup at outside leagues din naglalaro.
I think I've covered his son in one of the youth leagues.
Yes,
You know?
yes. Exactly.
Also a 3-point shooter. Nice shot inside coming from Michael Lua. Points in the paint for Travers Asia.
Talagang inuunti-unti na Travers Asia yung lamang as much as high as 18. Now it's down to 4 points.
So Anthem Metroshen cannot afford to relax. We've seen their lead slowly diminish in just a quarter. Jack Chia still picking up where he left off in the first. It's down to a two-point deficit. Travers Asia doing good things here in the opening part of the second quarter. Toyuto tried to give it to Chua, but was defended by Basa. Now it's Totoko. The step-through move. We saw some contact, but no whistle by our referees. Lito once again with the offhand. It's going to be a foul on the yellow shirts as Anthem Metroshen will get the basketball. Parang maganda yung balasa ng mga tao ng Travers Asia, no? Compared to their first 5 ng first quarter. Dito medyo na-maintain nila eh. Actually humahabol pa nga eh.
Actually, I think yung kinalat nila yung players eh. Kanina kasi Jacob Anlapas and Carl Santos were in the starting, the next 5, not the starting 5.
Hindi ganun ka-balance, no? Yung first and second 5 itong Travers Asia.
So at the start of the second quarter, minix na nila.
Oo. And it's working for them because we're already tied at 36.
And nag-reverse na yung rules eh. Pero right now, yung Travers Asia na yung tumatakbo eh. First 5 minutes of the game, Metroshen was the one running.
And we've noticed here in the second quarter, Jed Kotoko has gone pretty silent. I don't think he scored yet in this second quarter.
Mas sumikip na yung depensa ng Travers Asia and nakatutok na talaga sa kanya because of the 12 points.
Let's see if he can change that as he pulls up for 3.
So I guess, narinig na naman tayo ni Jed Kotoko.
Baka meron din silang earpiece eh, no? What a way to exit the game with a 3-pointer coming from Jed. 15 points here in the first half as we reach this mandatory 5-minute substitution. We got Martin Reyes checking in, Ivan C, Chan, Chu, and number 15, Waki Cannon for Anthem Metroshen. Erwin Tan pulling up for 3. Dexter Lee with the rebound. Manlapas will hand it off to his former Benil Blazer teammate, Carl Santos. Just going through all defenders like cones as Manlapas gets his first 2 points of the ball game.
What a pass by Carl Santos. Iba talaga pag magkakilala.
College pa lang, magkasama na eh. Saka nabanggit mo rin kanina na si Manlapas medyo slow start, no? For Traverse Asia. Now, getting his first 2 points. Baka magkaroon ng onting confidence after that shot.
They can take advantage of that, knowing that wala si Jedrick Lim. Of course, medyo mas magpapadali sa kanya.
Exactly, to your point. Without the inside presence of Jedrick Lim, they can abuse their offense in the painted area. Manlapas getting his 4th point and a bonus free throw. Completes the end one.
5 straight points for Manlapas.
More importantly, a 2-point lead. Chu will pull up for 3. Once again, under Metroshen taking the lead back, so you can see the composure despite losing that 18-point lead. Now, hindi nawala ng kumpiyansa and they can still regain the lead. Remember, that's a miss coming from Erwin Tan into a fast break. Too strong for Ivan C. Dexter. Ooh. Veteran move coming from Dexter. Inuna yung katawan eh.
Balance scoring na ngayon. Yung mga off-the-bench players ay yung nagsiscore din. Tutulungan nila yung mga leading scorers ng both teams.
My apologies. That was Bryle C with the layup. Cannon traps down the miss. But Erwin Tan, 2-on-2 fast break. Off the glass. Chu was pass got deflected, but ball stays with Anthem Metroshen. Great action here in the first half. Ivan C will slow things down, set up the offense, but takes the 3. Offensive rebound coming from Martin Reyes. That's a miss. So, penalty na nga.
So talagang kailangan take advantage nito ng Traverse Asia. With 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Metroshen now in the penalty.
And with the lead as well, they can possibly extend it to a 3-point lead. Before the game, I had a quick conversation with Martin. He said he just came from Spain, so medyo may onting kalawang pa. Nagulat ako because I was checking the stats in their previous game. Although they did beat the undefeated team in Studio 300, he was 3 out of 14 from the 3-point line. I would say medyo uncharacteristic, no, for a player like Martin Reyes. Were you able to catch him during his UP days?
Oh, of course. As a basketball fan talaga, talagang yung mga players na yan, yung mga iniidola natin yan.
Oo. So, narinig na naman tayo. You're talking about his shooting. Pinakitaan tayo ng 3 points galing sa gitna.
What a body control yung tira ni Carl Santos. Ang galing talaga.
Very athletic guard. Top scorer for Traverse Asia. Alam mo, big man eh. Nice pass inside, showing the chemistry between Manlapas and Santos. That shot gives Traverse Asia the lead once again.
Jacob Manlapas was leading them in scoring this quarter. I think he has 7 points na.
You can double check that, no? Manlapas, yeah, with 7.
In this quarter alone.
So looking at the scoring, no? Dito sa second quarter natin, 24, ayun, 24-12.
Converse
Santos.
Asia was down 10 points at the start of the second quarter. Now they're leading by 4.
Ooh, it's gonna be an inbound violation for Anthem Metroshen.
Naku, hindi pwede yung mga ganyan, pag naghahabol ka, yung mga minor turnovers. Basically, medyo kainis ng coach yun.
Well, unforced turnovers, no? And that will cause Anthem Metroshen to call a timeout. Once again, this timeout is brought to you by Kaukai, and we'll be right back for the last minute and a half of this second quarter. One minute, 29 seconds left. After that turnover, ball will go to Traverse Asia. We can see a line formation here on the baseline inbound. Let's see what play they drew up. Quick hitter here to Dexter Lee, who misses that three-pointer. James Chu going all the way. Bank shot is no good. Careless pass stolen by Ivan C. Crossing over left to right with the bump. The pass, and James Chu will knock it down. Great makeup play there. James Chu getting that perimeter jumper to cut it down to 2.
Yan talaga yung specialty ni James too, yung mga mid-range jumpers. Medyo pagka-libre talagang lista mo na yan.
Great recognition coming from Ivan C, no? To see James Chu open in the corner. So, minute na talaga. 9 points already in this quarter alone for Manlapas. Martin Reyes for 3. These are the times na naiisip mo, what if Jedrick Lim was here, no? Na may matchup sana si Manlapas in the paint. Dexter Lee for 3. Traverse Asia to end the half. They're doing a great job closing quarters. Already a 7-point lead.
Good thing is may mga tumutulong din. Bukod, hindi lang sila Jack and Carlin gumagawa.
What a shot coming from Wacky Cannon to end the quarter. Yes, they are down by 5 points, but maybe a bit of momentum as we end the half. Wacky Cannon with a baseline jumper to cut the deficit down to 5. We'll be right back for the second half of this game. just a few moments away from the start of the third quarter as we have Jack Chia inbounding the ball here in our half court. And as we see here, it is a 5-point lead for Traverse Asia. So, Yobs, pag-usapan natin yung Traverse Asia. What did they do well in the first half that gave them this lead?
Actually, I think yung fast field goal percentage nila, and of course, yung pag-atake nila sa basket, yung free throw percentage nila. Sobrang dami nilang free throw because Metroshen Anthem napunta sa penalty na maaga, especially in the second quarter.
They took full advantage of that. You were talking about free throw shooting. 12 out of 16, 75% for Traverse Asia. Pero sa kabila naman, Anthem Metroshen, 0 out of 2. So not making a single free throw. Pero what worked well for Anthem Metroshen?
Actually, yung 3-point shooting nila. They shot 9 for 19. So hopefully, kung ito yung laro nila for the whole game, masustain nila. And I think right now, nasustain nila kasi first shot of the third quarter is a 3-point shot.
Almost went back-to-back. Jed Kotoko tried to make one from the left wing. So, about 50% from downtown. So, yun talaga yung strength ng Anthem Metroshen here today as they're just trailing by 2. Martin Reyes into a fast break pull-up. Great contest coming from Ian Lipio. Santos with the crossover, drop pass to Ian Lipio, and this is what we were talking about dito sa third quarter. Nagsabay na yung dalawang speedy guards for Traverse Asia.
Of course, sa second half, wala na kasing 5-minute rule. So, basically, it's up to the coaches to shuffle their players.
Now it's about balancing, para hindi rin ma-over-fatigue coming into the fourth quarter.
Correct.
Quite uncharacteristic there for Ian Lipio, missing two free throws. Handoff action between Ivan C. and Felbaum. Great read coming from Ivan. Rejecting the screen and getting himself a layup.
5-0 run ni Ivan C.
And just like that, Jack Chia taking the lead back for Traverse Asia with a 3-pointer. Playing both ends of the floor, getting a steal. Kick out to Carl Santos. What a tough shot. Great shot by Carl over Felbaum. Ball moving around. Goes into the hands of C once again, and 2 free throws for Ivan C.
As I have noticed, I think binibilisan ng Metroshen yung game. Kasi pagka-rebound pa lang, nakita ko tumatakbo na agad lahat ng players sila sa other side of the court.
Si Ivan C ang naging spark dito sa first 2.5 minutes of this quarter. Went on a 5-0 run. Of his own before first basket coming from Jack Chia. Four-point lead right now for Traverse Asia. Lipio going down the middle. Pass to Chia for another triple. Ivan C with the rebound. Kicks it out to Martin. Another try for Martin. That is good. We are seeing the 3-point shooting working once again for Anthem Metroshen.
Kailangan talaga hanapin nila lagi sa depensa si Martin. Kasi talagang pag every little inch lang, pag libre yan, titira niyan. Higher chance of going in.
And he can get a shot off with just a little space. Kailangan talaga, kumbaga inaasawa mo na. Nice move coming from Ivan C. With the counter move on Carl Santos. Looking to answer right back. Going in and out on that jumper. Martin Reyes, you're talking about it. Doesn't need much space to get one to go down. That three-pointer.
I think that's the third three-pointer in this quarter pa rin for Traverse. I'm sorry, for Metroshen Anthem. Kaya lumamang na sila ng 4 points.
4-point lead for Anthem Metroshen. Things turning around here in the third. We'll be right back for more third quarter action. We're back here with 6:24 remaining in the third, and the lead now once again with Anthem Metroshen. What has been that recipe for success in the third quarter for them to regain this lead?
Actually, yung 3-point shooting nila, nakatatlo na sila and maganda pa rin. Mainit pa rin sila.
I believe 2 threes coming from Martin Reyes, and to open the quarter, it was Ivan C as well. Traverse Asia going inside to the paint. Nice pass from Manlapas to Ian Lipio. Doing most of their damage there in that painted area.
Mainit pa rin si Martin Reyes. Pinakitaan niya tayo na hindi lang 3 points yung kaya ni-issue.
So getting one from the perimeter. Back to a 4-point lead. Yeah, going down the middle. And I believe Martin Reyes. Oh, sorry. It's Kotoko who will be called for the foul and getting his third foul in this ball game.
Medyo mabigat din yung foul na yun ni Kotoko because 3 personal fouls. He needs to go to the bench. Kasi of course, mahaba pa yung oras sa third quarter and of course, may fourth quarter pa.
Gonna need to have him step out for a bit to preserve him for the fourth quarter. And quickly taking advantage is Carl Santos. Ivan C, cross-court pass to Garcia, back to C. Lob pass to Felbaum. What a pass inside to Felbaum. No? Lob pass, saktong-sakto into his hands, and all he had to do was go up and take the shot. Carl Santos doing the same thing. Couple of misses from Traverse Asia. No good on the putback for Manlapas. And Anthem Metroshen quickly pushing the pace and getting the ball across the floor. Nick Garcia. Kick out to see he can hit that. Lipio going 3 against 2. Carl Santos. Again.
Grabe yung body strength ni Carl Santos. May sumabay mo sa kanya, pero na-shoot pa rin yung basket.
Moving the defenders with his strength and athletic ability. See with a nice drive inside, kick out to Chua. No good. Felbaum with the offensive rebound with the footwork. Another offensive rebound against 3 yellow shirts. Look at the relentlessness coming from Felbaum. And kicks it out to Reyes for another 3.
Grabe, I think that's 11 points for Martin Reyes in this quarter alone.
What can you say about that previous play? 3 or 4 offensive rebounds coming from Donnie Felbaum.
Yun yung mga intangibles talaga, yung mga keeping the extra possessions alive.
He did miss 3 straight, but in the end, he found an open teammate in Martin Reyes. Nice forward pass. Manlapas using the veteran smarts, drawing the foul on Donald Felbaum. Apas making the first free throw, cutting it to a 4-point lead. Still a 2-possession ball game here. Chua to Chu. To Trey Chua. So far, medyo silent si Trey Chua, no, after erupting for 24 points in their game against Studio 300.
Yeah, actually kahit hindi pa siya gumagawa, lamang sila because of the other teammates stepping up.
I think very crucial yung start ni Jed Cotoko sa first quarter now with 12 points. And then slowly, Martin Reyes started to heat up with his outside shooting. And right on cue.
Unstoppable talaga si Martin Reyes in this quarter.
I think that's the 14th
14th point.
Here in the third. And
Carrying the team all by himself.
out of the 14, I think 12 of those coming from the outside.
On Anthem, Metroshen.
Chia with the basketball. Going to the paint once again. A couple of spins and a fadeaway jumper. Toko to Chan. Chan with the miss, and Traverse Asia gets the stop. Although this quarter does belong to Anthem Metroshen, we've seen Traverse Asia do a great job in closing quarters. Let's see if they can do that with the last minute here in the third. That's a miss coming from Ryle C. Trey Chua going all the way against Carl Santos using the length.
Iba talaga pag bata, mahaba ang mga kamay.
Hindi na maabutan ni Carl eh. But on the other end, his strength and body control in full display. Last 27 seconds of this game, pass to the inside to Chan. Chan seems to be a little bit shaken after that play. He was holding to the back part of his ankle, I think.
The good thing is nakatayo naman siya, so I guess it's good to go.
Yeah.
Konting pagpag lang yan.
Actually, yun yung good sign, no? When you see players fall down. If they can stand up on their own weight, then most likely it's nothing serious. Kumbaga, yun yung pinaka-indicator natin eh. Just 23 seconds left. Chan going to the line, looking to extend it to possibly 9 points as he misses on the first. Going 0 for 2 for Chan. Seems to be okay. He can run up and down the floor with hindi naman siya nahihirapan. So
Siguro nakaka-apekto lang konti sa shooting niya, but the important thing is hindi siya na-injured.
Santos with the spin move. But the interior defense of Metroshen couldn't give Santos the basket. So 2 seconds left. Just enough time for even a one dribble pull-up now in 2 seconds. Lipio all wide open as that jumper drains, goes in, and it is now a 5-point lead for Anthem Metroshen. So they were outscored 28-18 here in this quarter, giving them the 5-point lead. We'll be right back for the fourth and final quarter of this game. Fourth and final quarter here for our first game this Tuesday evening. And what do you think Traverse Asia has to do para makahabol dito sa game na to?
Actually, find yung mga 3-point shooter ng Metroshen Anthem. Kasi mostly talagang pag nililibre sila, automatic pumapasok eh. So, find the open man. Kasi alam mo naman kung sino yung mga shooters eh, basically.
In that third quarter alone, nakita natin 4 3-pointers coming from Martin Reyes. And that's basically what gave them this 5-point lead to end the third. Lapas giving it to Briles C. Out to Ian Lipio. Cross over coming from Santos with a step through off the glass. Great move, but a sorry miss. Ito yung strength ng Traverse Asia, the offensive rebounding. Giving them another attempt at the basket. Nice drop pass coming from Michael Lua to Manlapas for the end one.
Yan naman yung pwedeng take advantage ng Traverse. Because of their size, get as much offensive rebounds or talagang atakin nila sa loob din.
Actually, all game long, nakita natin points in the paint, no? In favor of Traverse Asia. As of now, it's 42-20. Most of the damage being done in that painted area. Ooh. What a move coming from Ivan C. Was able to create some separation and just enough to get that perimeter jumper. Gets the loose ball, tapped by Carl Santos. Carl with the move. Ooh, the reverse pivot.
What a shot by Carl Santos.
Parang may naalala ako doon, Yobs. Si Kobe yung gumagawa nun.
Oo nga eh, grabe. Pang-NBA yung mga moves na yun eh.
But sabi ni Martin Reyes, 3 is more than 2. And he makes it quite a comfortable lead with 4 points.
It's now a shootout between Carl Santos and Martin Reyes.
Hindi pa tayo tapos magsalita, nakabawi na agad eh. 2-point ball game here, 81-79 in favor of the blue shirts. Reyes has the ball once again. Great defense coming from Lipio. And And he forces the steal. Bryle C will tie it all up at 81 all. Forcing Anthem Metroshen to call a timeout. This timeout was brought to you by our official sponsor of the Stallion Cup, Expert Charcoal Socks. We'll be right back for more action here in the fourth. We are back, 7 minutes, 46 seconds remaining. We are all tied at 81 and Yobs, feeling ko kinausap mo yung mga kaibigan mo in both teams, parang nagpapakita sila sa'yo eh.
Of course, talagang ayaw magpatalo ng bawat isa. Talagang they're playing their best eh.
Mukhang meron pa atang bibigay na bonus sa kanila pag nanalo eh, kaya walang nagpapatalo. C with a step back. What a shot coming from Ivan C. Most of the shots that he's made are shots that are heavily contested or coming from great moves.
He was the one who started the third quarter for Metroshen Anthem. Yung 5-0 niya.
Oh, 5-0
Kaya
run.
nagtaya agad sila dun.
Here, the 1-2 punch in the backcourt for Traverse Asia. Carl Santos with a dime to Ian Lipio for that open layup. Toko with the handoff from Pelbaum. Shoots a three and he's gone silent after that first quarter explosion. This is going to be a big call. Looks like it's an unsportsmanlike foul. So I believe that unsportsmanlike foul is going to give them one free throw plus possession.
With the tight ball game,
Oo.
tapos pag may tawag na ganun, it can change the complexion of the game.
Exactly.
It can either go for you or it can go against you.
And Ivan C is gonna have to sit for 3 minutes, I think. So that's gonna be a huge impact in this game, so he can come back at the 3-minute and 47-second mark. Okay, I guess. Yeah, he's still in the ball game. I stand corrected. But they do get that 1-point lead after that bonus free throw coming from the unsportsmanlike foul. Carl Santos coming up with a 3-0 run of his own. That was a huge break for Traverse Asia.
Of course, talagang ayaw magpatalo ni Martin Reyes and Carl Santos.
Curious talaga ako kung ano yung sinabi mo sa kanila eh. Crossed over by Carl into a fadeaway jumper. High degree of difficulty missing on that one. Tua with the kick out to Jed. Jed passes it to the hot hand. Martin Reyes swings it to the other side. Ivan C. That's a miss. Santos to Manlapaz. Double team on him, but sorry miss. Thought it was a sure basket for Jacob. You can see Martin Reyes, once he got the ball, there were 2 or 3 defenders surrounding him right away.
With the way he's shooting, talagang didikit na lahat ng defenders sa kanya.
On the left side of the court, it was Ivan C against Erwin Tan. called for that reach and foul was Irwin. So great handoff action, and Lipio will be called for the foul.
Pushing foul on the his first team foul number 3.
That's going to be the first foul on Lipio, but more importantly, 3 shots
3
for Martin Reyes, who has been lighting it up here in the second half.
Grabe ah. Bakit ano na lang, sa 3-point line na lang kaya tumira si Martin Reyes?
Doon na lang siya mag-free throw. I'm as surprised as you are.
Masyado atang malapit yung free throw line ko.
Makes up for it and goes 1 out of 3. Still half a quarter left. Just a 1-point lead for the Blue Shirts. Jack Chia wide open from the left side. Forward pass. Dangerous pass coming from Kotoko. Ends up with a turnover. Santos. Ball slipping away from his hands. Kotoko with the steal. Making up for that turnover. Gives it to Martin Reyes. What a time for him to start missing. Shua. Nice drop pass to Kotoko, and he gets it to go.
Mukhang itong lineup na rin nito yung for both teams will finish the game.
Oo.
Kasi ito na yung mga best 5 sila.
The bomb will be called for the blocking foul. It'll be foul number 3 on Donnie Felbaum. Still in the safe zone. No? 3 fouls with 4:20 remaining.
He uses his fouls wisely naman, so I'm sure maalagaan yan.
He's the only big man here, no, for Anthem Metroshen. Kotoko with another steal. 2-on-1 fast break. Ivan C. all the way gets rejected. Reyes with the flyby, and he gets it. That's a big shot coming from Martin. 6-point lead for Anthem Metroshen. Quick shot coming from Ian Lipio, and that's a miss. And momentum on the side of Anthem Metroshen with under 4 minutes. Getting Martin Reyes open. That was a good look. He misses the shot, but unable to secure the rebound was Carl Santos. The possession going back to Anthem Metroshen with 3.5 remaining. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back in a few moments. Okay, 3.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. And you're not surprised, Martin Reyes with another 3, extending it to a 6-point lead. And still they have control of the basketball. Felbaum going one-on-one with Manlapas. Gives it to Reyes again. that shot went in, that would spell disaster here for Traverse Asia. Yeah, the defense is picking up for Anthem Metroshen.
Medyo nagmamadali na rin yung Traverse Asia because of the 6-point lead.
No, you're gonna have to put points on the board quickly with 3 minutes remaining in the game. Ooh! Great backdoor cut coming from Trey Chua, but a better pass from Jed Kotoko. There's now an 8-point lead. Carl Santos short on the jumper. Brian C. Second serving is good. Ito mo yung relentlessness ng Traverse Asia. No? Even though nagkakaroon na ng konting lamang itong Anthem Metroshen, lumalaban pa rin sila. Traverse Asia gets the stop.
Kailangan mag-store ng Traverse on this possession.
For the handoff, but cutting through the middle was Bryle C. Sorry miss coming from Bryle. Kotoko tried to get the loose ball. Santos retrieves it. Going inside. Nice pass. And what can you say about that play? It's just pure chemistry between Santos and Manlapaz. Bonus free throw will be given to Manlapaz when we return with 1 minute and 53 seconds left. We are back here in the ball game, and Jacob Manlapaz has one extra free throw. And this free throw is going to be big. Because if this goes in, it's going to be just a one-possession ball game. And of course, our table officials signaling that both teams only have one timeout left. But Manlapaz misses, but they get the offensive rebound. Santos, another offensive rebound. Lipio for three. They couldn't convert in that possession. Kotoko to Chua. And Bryle C is sticking to Martin Reyes. Chua with the bump. Creates space, no good. Lipio gets the rebound. It's penalty situation here for Anthem Metroshen. So 2 free throws are going to Ian Lipio.
Ian has to make the free throws to cut the lead.
Down to the last 77 seconds of this game. Lipio hitting on the first one. Lipio misses on the second one. Felbaum secures the rebound. Kotoko will handle the ball. Chua picked up his dribble. Got it to the hands of Martin. Felbaum flipping the screen, heavily contested. That's a miss. but that's Ivan C with the rebound. There's gonna be a foul, no penalty yet. They're gonna inbound the basketball either, I think, from the baseline. Ball still gonna stick with Anthem Metroshen with 14 seconds left in the shot clock. Basket here would be big for Anthem Metroshen. Martin uses a screen, pull up three from the middle. Great defense coming from Traverse Asia as they complete the stop. If you're Traverse Asia, are you gonna go for the three here, or if the quick two is available, will you take it?
I think I'll go with a quick 2. Kasi babalik pa naman yung bola sa kanila.
It's still enough time, no? Not the full shot clock yet.
And of course, penalty na yung Metroshen. So, if makuha nila yung foul, why not? Much better.
They take that shot, Jack Chia for three. That's gonna be a miss. They don't need to foul. About 6-second differential between the game and the shot clock, but they do give up the foul, and Jack Chia will go to the line for 2 free throws, and hopefully, and Traverse Asia hoping that he won't ice the game. So I think it's Kotoko who's gonna go to the line. This free throw to make it a 2-possession ball game. Almost goes in, rolls in and out for Jed Kotoko. And that one, to give them a bit of cushioning, it's now a 4-point ball game. Now you can go for a quick three. Santos does just that and he hits it.
Down the wire naman tong game na to. Grabe. Ayaw magpatalo ng both teams.
Ikaw siguro yung lucky charm natin for having great games. It's now just a 1-point lead for the Blue Shirts. 21 seconds remaining. We'll be back in a few moments. Okay, last 20.8 remaining. And Traverse Asia will look for a quick steal here. Maybe try to trap the guards of Anthem Metroshen in the corner. And siguro magandang strategy din, no? Pag yung big man nakatanggap ng bola, they can opt to foul right away. It's Martin Reyes with the ball. And they're trying to trap Trey Chua. Ooh, and they get the stop.
They just played honest defense. And luckily for them, nakuha nila yung stop.
Oh, they baited him into the corner where they doubled Trey Chua, and he stepped on the line. And luckily for Traverse Asia, they get the possession with 12.3 seconds left. We're gonna be back after this quick break. Okay, 2.3 seconds left. Ball is in the hands, or possession is with Traverse Asia. Jobs, who are you going to give the ball to in these clutch moments?
Kung ako, of course, I rely on my leading scorer, Carl Santos.
Let's see. As ball is in play, they give it to Manlapas, to Lipio. They give it to Carl. And he goes inside, he gets it to go! 5.2 seconds left. No timeouts. Ball is live. Pass to Kotogo, and that will be a turnover. Santos with the go-ahead basket. Game is not over yet. 4.5 remaining. You're gonna look for a quick foul here. And you were right, Carl Santos with the drive inside. Leaving
Hindi po kami nag-usap ni Carl Santos yan.
leaving his initial defender for that layup, and a quick inbound. Ivan C for the tie, and that will be it. Carl Santos with the game winner, and Jacob Manlapas stealing that basketball, stealing that shot from the baseline inbound. Manlapas extending the lead to 3, and the victory for Anthem Metroshen. Or sorry, for Traverse Asia. Lobs, your final thoughts on this game?
To be honest, wala akong masabi for both teams. For Metroshen, they played a good game. Ganda ng shooting nila. They out-rebounded Traverse Asia. Of course, yung sa huli, breaks up the game na yun.
What a shot coming from Carl Santos to give them the lead. So nothing to be ashamed of for Anthem Metroshen. They'll take the lessons with them here today as they move on to the next game. And that will be it for game number 1. Stay tuned as we have our interview with our best player of the game.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Stallion Cup Season number 6, our first game. It was Anthem Metroshen going up against Traverse Asia, and with us now is our best player of the game, brought to you by Expert Charcoal Sops, Carl Santos. 29 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. You were down by 1 point in the last 10 seconds. Walk me through that play.
Well, sabi ko lang, whatever happens, hintayin nyo na lang, whether drop pass or kick, pero aatake ako. So, buti na lang, we managed to score, tapos we made good stops sa huli. So yun, we'll take it kahit pangit yung laro.
Hello, how did you guys manage to stay composed? You guys went down by 18 points as early as the first quarter, and slowly you guys came back, even in the second half, trailing, and then bumalik rin kayo.
Well, sanay na kami sa ganitong game pero I think we have to do better when it comes to the first half. We're still figuring it out kung ano yung mga kailangan naming rotations or combinations. But at the end of the day, we'll take it, panalo, yun na lang kung na-focus namin ito.
Actually, yung second 5 nyo nga sa second quarter, nakapag-adjust kayo agad. And since you are the best player of the game, any shout-out?
Again, continue watching Stallion's Cup. Ayun, buti na lang, nagmintes si Martin Reyes. Okay, sige.
There you have it. Carl Santos, our best player of the game for game number 1. And we'll be right back for our second game and finale for this Tuesday evening.